Good morning. It is 9 o'clock on Friday morning. So, it's raining. Sorry if you can hear it. It's distracting if anybody's watching. But, I just wanted to kind of pop in real quick. My son's just getting online for school, and I just dropped my eldest off at work and went and grabbed a coffee. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to pop it open real quick. There we go. There was all kinds of weirdness going with my video that I put up last night. I ended up putting up the video I did yesterday morning in 2 parts. I realize that can be super annoying to most people. However, and I'm not a fan of that kind of thing either. But, I rather enjoyed that video. I was, talking about some YouTube drama and talking about, my friends and whatever, and it was enjoyable for me. And unfortunately, not unfortunately, to be quite honest, my friend ended up popping by, and I hit pause, but instead of it pausing, it stopped, I guess. I don't know. And so I couldn't just hit, play or whatever and have it start up again from where I left off. It ended up stopping and then starting again, so it became 2 videos. But whatever, I enjoyed talking to my friend. I've missed her greatly, so. I tried all day, and I mean all day, from about 11 o'clock in the morning. I started looking into apps and stuff off of, what is it, Galaxy Play or whatever the hell that app is on the phone, to find an app that would allow me to kind of stitch the 2 videos together. And I must have gone through, I went through apps for like an hour, reading up on them and comparing them and whatever. And they all kind of sound the same to me. And they all kind of get the same reviews, so it's kind of a shot in the dark, right? But I tried 2 or 3 different apps, and they take forever to do whatever the hell it is that they do. And then when I did get one to kind of work, well, it did work. It stitched it together, but then when I played it back to check it, the second half of my video wasn't horizontal, it was vertical. It was weird. So then I had to go back and kind of rotate that end of it, stitch it together again, let it do its thing, and it takes like 3-4 hours each time you do this. It's incredibly annoying and frustrating. So I did that. That was the last time. I did it like 3 times or something like that. It was, on different apps and whatever. Jesus. So then, and I even left my phone at home when I went to go pick up my eldest. Like I said to my youngest, you're going to have to come because I can't bring my phone. I can't come out of the Wi-Fi. Or my thing will stop and I'll be starting all over, and I'm done. So I brought him with me, picked up the eldest, did dinner, did all that good stuff, and waited and waited and waited. And then I went to go get a coffee, like around 9 o'clock, 9:15, something like that. And this thing was still friggin' going, okay? And I took my phone with me, right? Like I said to my boys, I'm just going to run out and grab coffee. I'll be like, 2 minutes. I've got my phone. If you need anything, call me, text me, whatever. Went and grabbed coffee, came back. Ended up sitting in my car and making a video because I wanted something to go up yesterday. And kind of explained what was going on and my frustration and whatever. Then I went back in the house. And I went, damn it. And I checked my thing. And it had gone back to 1. Like it had started all over. It kicked me off and started all over again. I was like, Jesus. And the reason it did that, I realized, is because I left the house. I left my Wi-Fi and friggin' went and got coffee. So, I'd already uploaded the one I did at 9:15 at night. And then when I seen that this had kicked me off and started all over again, I was like, hell no. Hell no. I'm not staying up until 5 in the morning. Like, no. So I just uploaded it in 2 parts. Screw it. Done. And then I realized the second part of that original post was friggin' flipped. So it's vertical and the first half is horizontal. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it was like that. There's nothing I can do in YouTube Studio to change it. I looked. So sorry about that. God, I was so frustrated last night. Oh my God. And I was still up until like 1 o'clock in the morning making sure that everything went up and went through it. But I called my buddy kind of in between there, like around 10:30, I guess. So I was so frustrated. And I'm telling him about it. He's laughing at me. I was like, it's really not funny. Like, I'm really quite agitated about this. And I don't really know why, because it's not like people are sitting around waiting for my video to go up or anything, but it's kind of become routine, and I hate when my routine gets befuddled. Like, oh. And I really did enjoy that first video that I did in the morning yesterday. I really, really enjoyed it. I had such a good time, and I was in such a good mood. And I don't know, it just meant a lot to me to get it up and just to have it on my channel. And so mad. And in the evening one that I did, I had said to anybody watching, if you know of any good apps that will work on desktop or on an Android phone, to drop a link or a suggestion or whatever, like in the comments, right? Because I am not technologically savvy at all. No. So, I need a lot of help. So, somebody commented, and I've gotten a similar comment before, and I'm almost positive it's the same person. And it was just, it's 3 letters, and then underneath it's 3 more letters and like dot FYI. Now I know FYI is for your information. These other letters, and I don't even remember what the letters were, MUV and something else. I don't know what that means. I don't know if they're telling me to go fuck myself. I don't know if they're telling me that I'm stupid. I don't know if they're trying to help. I have no idea. I Googled it. There's like 6 meanings for these abbreviations, right? Like, I have no idea. So I commented back and just was kind of like, I'm really sorry, but I have no idea what you're trying to say to me. Thank you. Like, I didn't know You know, the texting abbreviations for like laughing my ass off and all that, like all that kind of stuff. The only one I knew was, you know, BTW and LOL. I learned all these other, like 7 years ago. I had no idea what any of that shit meant. None of it. I didn't understand texting short forms or any of that shit. I never texted. I never texted until my mom got sick and had surgery and could no longer speak. And then my mom and I both had to learn how to text and all the abbreviations and all that kind of bullshit. And I still don't know the vast majority. I know there's a lot. And I don't really care to learn. So please don't short form things. Because I don't understand. Like, I appreciate any advice or help or suggestions or whatever, but please type it out. Because short forms, like these little abbreviations, don't help me. I don't know what they mean. You know, I'm 44 years old. I don't know them now. I'm not about to learn them. Yeah. Do stuff like that. I'll you know, I'll acknowledge it, I'll heart it, and that's about it. You know. Like I said, I don't know if this person was telling me to piss off or that I'm stupid or if they were trying to help. Like, I honestly have no idea. I was just kind of like, okay, well, I don't know what that means, but thank you. So, if you were that person, type it out in long form. If you're trying to be helpful. If you're not trying to be helpful, and leave it as the abbreviation. I don't need to know. So, I'm just going to have a... Excuse, my finger might be in view for a second here. I'm just going to switch hands. Oh. And have a little bit of coffee. I haven't had coffee yet this morning. I have a bunch of stuff I want to do, so I'm trying to get motivated quickly, because I am not a morning person. And so I can go out and get stuff done. We're also supposed to have like thunderstorms off and on all day today. So not just rain, but like drama too, which is fine. I love thunder and lightning storms. Well, not so much the thunder. It kind of gets on my nerves, but I love lightning. I love lightning storms. I will sit out on my porch with like a glass of wine and just watch the lightning storms. I love that. Oh my God. If they happen at night, I ain't going to bed, because I'm up on my porch all night watching that shit. But I do need to go grocery shopping, and I have a couple of bills I need to pay, and I need to remember to plug the pool in before I go in. Oh. Yes. And I know I've been really, really concerned about my finances this month. You know, everybody has a time every now and again where just nothing's particularly changed. Your spending hasn't particularly changed. You haven't like overdone it or whatever, but you're tighter at the end of the month than you normally are. That was me this month. I was losing my fucking mind, like panicking and not sleeping and kind of talking things over with my son and my eldest. And I mean, it was really scary. And because I've been in some bad ways for money before, but you just kind of go, it is what it is. Like, you do the best you can, and we'll finagle and figure it out as we go, kind of thing. But now, when shit like that happens, I fucking lose my shit. Like, I don't want to go back there. It scares me to no end. So what kind of happened was back in, I want to say February, March, I got a letter from RTC, no, Revenue Canada, from Revenue Canada, wanting, about last year's taxes, wanting, like 2019's taxes. They wanted proof that I had custody of my youngest, and proof that he lived with me, proof that, you know, like, I guess basically a custody order and support order. So I called them and said, you know, I don't have any legal documentation. Like, when his dad and I broke up, we had a verbal agreement. We have a verbal agreement to this day. We were not going to go to court. We were not going to do that to ourselves. And, I mean, he wasn't working. I was working. I was hairdressing. I couldn't afford a friggin' lawyer. Like, no. I just finished up a legal case with my eldest dad. Probably a year or two prior. So, and I had bought a house. Like, a bitch had no money. Like, we could eat, we could pay our bills, whatever. Like, we were surviving, right? I was not doing lawyers, no. But we had a verbal agreement that, you know, he would stay here, and he was single. Well, obviously, he was single at the time, right? I had a stable home. We lived in this house for 3 or 4 years at that point. He had a sibling here, right? He had my eldest and me, and we had like a little community here, right? We had friends, we had whatever, and I'm close to the school. So, whereas, you know, he, like I said, he was unemployed, he had finished school, he was looking for work, like, he was kind of going through a rough patch. So we agreed that the baby would stay with me, and that he would have weekends, like every weekend. And to this day, he pretty much takes him every weekend. Unless I have something special come up, he sees him every weekend. End of story, right? And every other major holiday, every other Christmas, every other Easter. Well, he takes him every Easter because I could care less about Easter. It's not a holiday to me. You know, but I get every other Christmas, and I get every other Halloween. Halloween is a big one for me. Love Halloween, love the spooky season. And Christmas was a big deal for my mom. My mom wanted everybody at Christmas. She was always very upset that she only got to see him every other Christmas, but she had to do the same thing, so I don't know what her problem was. Anywho, so that was the thing. And as far as support, I told his dad from the word go, I don't want your money. I want the things that I need. So, I need diapers for at daycare. I need, you know, like all the toiletries that a baby needs for at daycare, right? I need baby clothes. I need formula or the mushy food. You know, like, I need the things. Give me the things and we'll call it a day. Like, I don't need your money. I've worked my whole life. It's fine. I will support myself and I will support my kids. If I happen to fall short for whatever reason, You know, if something comes, like with the property taxes, you know, you know, I under budgeted or whatever the hell for the property tax, you know, and if I do something like that, it's like I'm usually off no more than like 100, maybe $150. Like I am shit with numbers, but I am awesome at guesstimating. So, you know, and he was like, he kind of thought about it for a minute, and I was like, well, okay, or we can get lawyers and go through court, and, you know, they're going to expect you to pay me more than what it's going to cost you to buy me the things that I need, right? And you're going to have to do that monthly. And then they're going to hook me up with Fro, and if you fall behind, then you're going to lose your license, and they're going to start garnishing. And, like, I don't want to do that to you, bro. Like, I really don't want to put you through that. I don't want to put me through that. Like, why make things difficult? Like, you know. And he was fine with it, right? Is to this day. So, this is what I explained to Revenue Canada. And the guy said to me, well, if you don't have anything legal, he needs to write a letter explaining this and whatever, and you both sign it, you date it, whatever. And you need to send it in along with this other form explaining my taxes from last year or whatever. So they sent me that form, and then I had to get a hold of my youngest dad to do this letter. And trying to nail that boy down, I'm telling you, I mean, he works mad hard. He's got a very decent job. But it's shift work. And it's long hours. So I kind of talked to him, and he's like, yeah, I'll get to it. And I was like, well, no, this is important because they want like $530 odd from me, and I don't have that. And what they'll do is take it off of my taxes for this year, right? And that's what ended up happening. It took me a while to nail him down. It took me and his wife to go, okay, you need to do this. Like, I don't ask for much. But this needs to get done. Like, I can't afford $530 odd. For the simple reason that I can't, you know, prove that my son lives with me. And like, I mean, oh, Jesus freaking Christ. So, he got that done, and I sent it registered mail to Revenue Canada. So that nobody could come back to me and say they didn't get it. You got to sign for that fucking shit. Like, come on. So about a week after I sent that letter, I had done my taxes for 2020 on the in-between, right? This is months later. We're in like April now. And I get my taxes back. And wouldn't you know, they deducted the $530 odd off my friggin' taxes this year. Plans for that money. So what I did was, I think I put about 300 of that into my account. And I took about 400 or 500 of that, and I put it away. No, I took the whole 700 out, and I put it away. Because I couldn't do what I wanted with it, because they had taken $530 off it. So, I just, you know, well, I might have put 100 or something in there. Depends. If my account needed it, I would have put a little bit in there just to give me a buffer. I like to have a buffer. But I took the majority of that money out and I put it away. And I'm glad I did, because I had a couple of times between then and now where I came up short. Like 2 weeks before the end of the month kind of deal. Like my baby bonus would come in, and once my car insurance was paid, there wouldn't be quite enough to do a proper shopping. So I would dip into that money that I'd set aside and just go out and find the sales on meat and stuff, and just buy a shit ton of meat and bag it all up and portion it out, and freeze it, put it away. Because that's the kind of stuff that I'm afraid to run out of grocery-wise. It's not cleaners and stuff like that, because I buy that shit as I see it on sale. And, you know, same with the, you know, like rice and stuff like that. It's usually meat and fruits and vegetables that I run out of. And since I'm a vegetarian, we can't have that shit. So that worked out well. Then this morning, and like I said, I've been panicking about this property insurance or whatever that is coming up due, right? So then this morning I got up and I thought, I can't remember, because today's what, like the 18th or something like that? So the baby bonus comes out on the 20th. So I wasn't sure if it would be coming out today or on Monday, because it actually falls on the weekend or something. So I checked my bank account and I went, there's more in there than there should be, and that scares the shit out of me too. So I'm going through my banking app and I see this tax refund for the other half that they took away. And I'm like, oh, they got my letter. They finally are responding to the letter that I sent, and they gave me my money back. Fucking government, man. So I have to go do like a little mini budget with this and make sure that I want to get that first installment of my property insurance paid, because then the second installment I can do in 2 installments next month, right? Fine. So I want to get that first installment paid today. I want to pay, I think I have my internet to pay. We need the internet. That's the other thing. I was saying to my buddy last night, like, I'm going to have to start cutting shit out. I'm going to have to get rid of my internet. Which means no entertainment, because we don't have cable, right? So we'll be sitting around with our thumbs up our asses. I'm going to have to get rid of the collision on my car. Like, I'm going to have to get rid of the warranty that I bought. Like, oh. So, we can stop panicking now. For now. And like I said, I talked to my son, and, you know, he said he would give me more for rent, because I don't charge him a lot. I don't want to charge him a lot. I want him to be able to save his money and move out, right? But like I said in a previous video, rent is so high right now. I did say to him the other day, you know what? It would be in your best interest, in my opinion, that you stay here until the market kind of settles, because right now it's insane. And I don't think you'll make it a year. And why would you put yourself through that? You know, so stay here, keep putting money away, and who knows, maybe by the time the market settles, and I mean, I would be surprised if we didn't end up in another recession, but, you know, if you be patient and put your shit away, and you're going to have to help me financially around here, like, you know, but you can still put the majority of your money away, and if your girlfriend does the same damn thing, who knows, by the time everything sorts out and whatever, you might be able to put something down on a home instead of renting. Like, you know, so And he was like, yeah, no. He goes, I kind of been thinking about that, but I didn't know how you felt about it, because I've always been very much, if you're not in school, 6 months, get a job, save up, get the fuck out. And I still believe in that. But with everything the way it is right now, you'd literally be setting the kid up to fail. And I can't help him. Like, I don't have any way to help him. So why would you set yourself up to fail like that? Why would I set him up to fail like that? Like, he's just going to end up back here. Like, that doesn't help me. So, so we're breathing now. We're going to get things sorted today and get a crap ton of meats and frozen veggies and some fresh veggies and fruits and whatever. And oh my goodness. Everything for a reason, I guess, though, right? Like, holy crap. And you know, the even more, like, the most frustrating thing for me right now is not knowing what's going on with the goddamn schools next year. Like, because if the kids are going to be home again, how the hell am I supposed to find a job? Like, how in the hell? And like I said, I mean, I could take part-time, but part-time still keeps me on assistance. I mean, full-time minimum wage, I'm still on assistance, okay? So part-time with I mean, I want off assistance. You know, I'm a grown-ass woman. There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to handle my shit, take care of my kids, and do the adult things, right? But I don't know. It's really frustrating, and it's kind of scary, and I'm getting real sick of it. I'm getting real sick of it. The not knowing, and because so I don't know. And the no counseling. Like, I want counseling so freaking bad. Like, I just anyways, that's my rant and ramble for the day. I'm not going to bombard YouTube with uploads, and I'm so sorry about that last night. Wow, that was a lot. But I'm going to keep it down to one video a day for the summer. And then we'll play everything else by ear. But yeah, so I'm going to run inside and start getting stuff done. So, anybody watching this, have a great day. Be good to yourself. And we'll talk later.